Hey, how's it going? My name's Nat. Let's see what's making news. Today is the first day of summer, and experts reckon we're in for a hot one. So Jack took a look at the history of one campaign that's been helping us stay safe in the sun.
Slop, slap.
It's the classic Aussie jingle that you've probably heard again and again and again. While it might seem like common sense now, there was a time when Aussies weren't so sun smart.
In the 1960s is when we really became aware that the UV in the sun had the potential to cause skin cancer for people. Australia has been nicknamed the skin cancer capital of the world because our UV is very high.
UV or ultraviolet is a type of radiation that comes from the sun.
What happens with sunburn is the UV has actually damaged the skin. So if you get sunburn again and again, that's damaging the DNA in your skin, and that's where the risk of skin cancer comes from. In the 1980s, we were really concerned that people were still not paying attention to the UV. Some clever people put their minds to a jingle and an advertising campaign, and Slip, Slop, Slap was born. What we've actually noticed is that for people under 30, there's been a downturn in skin cancer rates over the past 30 years. So we think people have taken on board, and we're absolutely thrilled about that. It's about putting on protective clothing, putting on quite a bit of sunscreen, putting on a nice broad-brimmed hat, seeking shade like we are at the moment, Jack, and also protecting your eyes by putting on your sunglasses.
World leaders are meeting in Dubai over the next couple of weeks for the COP28 summit. It's an annual meeting organised by the UN to try to coordinate the international fight against climate change. And there's already been a big announcement. A new fund to help countries struggling with loss and damage caused by climate change has been set up.
This is historic. This is just unprecedented.
Students in Queensland have been making some new friends this year from the local aged care home. Here's Justina.
Yeah, it's not every day you have a 97-year-old in your class, but Betty is loving every second of it.
I feel real alive as if I got my kids back again.
These students and aged care residents in Mackay have been catching up for a spot of morning tea every Thursday this year to share stories, tell jokes and learn from each other.
Would you like to show the photos?
Do you also do fun little games? Do you also get to connect with another generation?
And they have like interesting stories, so we get to learn a lot more.
Well, they're all mad on football.
It's all in an effort to help improve things like empathy, gratitude and well-being, as well as help older Aussies who might be struggling with feeling lonely.
I've learnt that we have to be grateful for our food, families and friends.
They're real nice to you. You know, you feel important to them.
And everyone's been having a pretty great time.
The students are a lot more confident to speak to other people.
And it's really nice to see the smiling faces again. As soon as we get here, they're all smiling.
It was an amazing experience. And personally, I think all schools everywhere should do it.
Now it's time to get into the Christmas spirit. I know it's a little early, but it is December. First up to a house in Germany that is packed to the rafters with Christmas trees. In fact, there are so many trees here, these homeowners have just set a new record. 555 decorated trees of all shapes and sizes line the walls and deck the halls of this humble abode. But even that's not enough. Their next goal is 600 trees. Now to England, where an entire city of gingerbread houses has been meticulously constructed by a crack team of more than 100 architects, engineers and designers. Yeah, this is what you get when you hire the best of the best for the job. But if you're getting hungry looking at this, I've got some bad news for you.
To be honest with you, I wish I could eat it, but the formula that we were given, it was quite robust and quite hard, so we couldn't really eat it.
And finally, back to Germany, where St. Nick has turned semi-aquatic to feed the fish and sharks with a banana. Not something you see every day here at Munich's Sea Life Aquarium, but the fish seem to be quite fond of their present-bearing visitor. Well, that's all from us this week. Have a great weekend and we'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.